Hello everyone and welcome back to my channel. Today's project is a non-Peyote bezel for a 14 mm Rivoli. I will be working with a new bead type, new to me at least. It's 3 mm bugle beads, which are little tube-shaped beads. If you don't have bugle beads on hand, no worries, you can substitute each bugle bead with 3 size 50-nose Miyuki seed beads. I'm showing you the both versions now, one bezel made with bugle beads and another made with the seed bead substitute. If that sounds interesting, keep watching and I will walk you through all the materials you will need for this project. For this project you will need one 14 mm Rivoli crystal, Miyuki seed beads size 11/0, Miyuki seed beads size 15/0, 3 mm bugle beads, or if you don't have bugles, substitute 3 size 15/0 seed beads for each one, 3 mm crystals. I'm using bicon crystals, but you could use any 3 mm crystal shape or even 3 mm pearls, a beading needle, beading thread, and I'm using Fireline not 0.12 mm. Prepare a comfortable length of beading thread. String 12, seed bead size 11/0. Then bring the ends together to form a circle. Pass through all 12 beads a couple of times to secure the ring. With your thread coming out of a size 11/0 seed bead, pick up 3 bugle beads or your substitute beads. Now pass the needle back through that same 11/0 bead, but from the opposite side, the side you didn't exit from, so the thread makes a small loop around the bead. If you can, continue through the next two 11/0 beads as well and pull the thread snug. Pick up 3 more bugle beads or the substitute beads. Go back through the same 11/0 seed bead you are exiting, but enter it from the opposite side of your thread's exit. If possible, continue through the next two 11/0 beads as well, passing through a total of 3 11/0 beads. Then pull your thread. Continue adding groups of 3 bugle beads the same way until you have 5 sets in place. Once you've completed those 5 sets, I will show you how to attach the 6th set together with you in the next step. We are back and we now have 5 sets of 3 bugle beads in place. I've picked up 3 more bugle beads on my needle. As before, I am exiting a size 11/0 seed bead. I will pass the needle back through that same 11/0 bead from the opposite side of where my thread is coming out, and then, if possible, continue through the next two 11/0 beads. Pull the thread to secure the 6th set. If you've done everything correctly, your thread should be exiting the 11/0 seed bead that we used for the first loop of bugle beads. Next, go up into the first bugle bead of that loop. If you're using seed bead substitutes instead of bugle beads, go through the first 3 50-nose. Go through the middle bugle bead of your current set. Pick up 7 size 50-nose seed beads. Pass the needle back through the same middle bugle bead from the opposite side of your thread's exit to create a loop around it. Next, go down through the next bugle bead in the set. If possible, continue through the 11/0 seed bead at the base of this loop, the one sitting between the two bugle beads of this set. Then pass through the next two 11-0 seed beads adjacent to it. By the end of this, your thread should be exiting an 11-0 seed bead that forms the base for another bugle bead loop. Go up through the first bugle bead of the second set. Repeat the same steps as before. Go through the middle bugle bead. Pick up 7 size 15-0 seed beads. Pass the needle back through the middle bugle bead from the opposite side of your thread's exit to form a loop around it. Go down through the bugle bead and through the 11-0 seed bead between the bugle beads in this set. Continue through the next two 11-0 seed beads next to it. Once you finish the second set, carry on the same way for all remaining sets. I will meet you at the end to show you the next steps. Okay guys, I am back. My thread is exiting the middle bugle bead of the last set and I have 7 size 15-0 seed beads on my needle. Pass the needle back through that middle bugle bead from the opposite side of the thread's exit to form a loop around it. Go through the next two size 15-0 seed beads. Enter the next three size 15-0 seed beads. Pick up 3 size 15-0 seed beads. Go through the middle 3 size 15-0 seed beads of the next set. Pick up 3 more size 15-0 seed beads and pass through the middle 3 seed beads of the following set. Continue this pattern all the way around your work and I will meet you at the end. I'm back with the last 3 size 15-0 seed beads on my needle. I will pass the needle through the middle 3 seed beads to close this round. Next, pick up your 14mm Rivoli and place it face up into the bezel. Pull the thread gently so it sits in place. Now go around all the size 15-0 seed beads a couple of times, pulling your thread tight as you go. This will secure the bezel and make sure the Rivoli is held firmly in place. At first, the Rivoli might feel a little wobbly, but don't worry, once you go around the seed beads a couple of times, it will sit nicely and be fully secured. My bezel is now tied, the Rivoli is secure, and we are ready for the next step. Make sure your thread is exiting the 3 middle seed beads of any set. Go into the last 2 size 15-0 seed beads of this set. Then enter the bugle bead of the same set. Pick up 1 size 11-0 seed bead, 1 3mm crystal, 1 size 11-0 seed bead. Pass the needle into the next bugle bead of the following set. Repeat this step all the way around your work. I am back to add the final set of beads in this row, 1 size 11-0 seed bead, 1 3mm crystal and another size 11-0 seed bead. Pass your needle into the bugle bead. If possible, continue through the next beads in sequence. Make sure your thread is exiting a size 11-0 seed bead just before the bugle bead. Pick up 1 size 15-0 seed bead, 1 3mm crystal, 1 size 15-0 seed bead. Pass the needle into the 11-0 seed bead just after the bugle bead. Go through the 3 mm crystal and come out of the 11-0 seed bead after it. Repeat these steps. Pick up 15-0 3 mm crystal, 15-0, and enter the 11-0 seed bead after the next bugle bead. Repeat this sequence all the way around your work, and I will meet you at the end. Now I am adding the last set of beads, size 15-0 seed bead, one 3 mm crystal, and another size 15-0 seed bead. Congratulations, you've completed your bezel. Next, go around the last row one more time to make sure everything is secure. After that, feel free to make a few more rounds with your thread and tail thread, tie a couple of knots and trim both ends. And that's it, your bezel is finished and ready to show off. If you would like to turn this bezel into a pendant, I recommend adding some seed beads around your crystal, and you are good to go. If you enjoyed this project and this bezel, please let me know. I would love to hear your thoughts. I hope you had fun, and I will see you in my future projects.